Hey everyone, here with my Abby dog again. So we're going to talk about our favorite authors today and why we like them. So I'm just going to do 5 today because I haven't read as much as most booktubers. So here are my top 5 and one honorable mention. So my honorable mention is Brian Jakes, who did the Redwall series. It's very, very special for my growing up, my childhood, and it's really what got me into fantasy and reading in general. Now I have never read any of these physically. I only do audiobooks for these. I've gone to bed with them since I was very young. So this is normally my go-to-bed book. Or all of these really, and he is my honorable mention. Very, very important for my life. My number 5 is J.K. Rowling. Now I know she is not the best author of the bunch, but I really, really appreciated all through college and my early adulthood how well she writes trauma and how well how realistic she is about how people react to trauma, so I really appreciate that. My number 4 is Michael Crichton. It is only this low because I haven't read enough of him, I feel like. I adore him. He is incredibly thrilling. He makes science fun. Even if you don't like science, you will probably still like this. It is thriller. It's like, I don't know, sci-fi thriller is, I think, what he is labeled as. Some of his is not sci-fi, some of his is historical fiction. And he was a doctor too, and he's just an amazing man. So he is incredibly intelligent. He writes very incredibly intelligent, but he makes it understandable for the average person. Then I have Tolkien. I know Tolkien's not my number 1. The reason being, Tolkien is very hard to read if you have dyslexia. I don't know if you know that, but he is very hard to read when you have dyslexia. So Tolkien I've always struggled with. I always listened to him instead of read him, but last year, all throughout last year, I read The Hobbit and the 3 Lord of the Rings books. I'm hoping to read The Silmarillion one day, but I know it's going to be a challenge for me. Number 2 is L.M. Montgomery, who wrote the Anne of Green Gables series. She's made a huge impact on my life. These books helped me get back into reading as an adult. I've always adored them. I started off with audiobook, now I've read them physically, and this one's particularly is historical fiction during World War I, and it really introduced me to historical fiction, and now I just adore that genre. So this is my number 2. And number 1, you probably can guess it if you've watched me at all, is Jane Austen. I adore Jane Austen. She's only had one that I didn't particularly like, but I still did like it. I just think this is like the perfect book. I think guys should read it. I think girls should read it. I think anyone should read this. It's just amazing characters, amazing development, amazing enemies to lovers, which is a trope that is very hard to get right, and she does it. Oh my goodness, she does it. Right now I'm reading Sense and Sensibility, and it is just as good as I remember it. I adore that book. So yeah, those are my top 5 favorite authors and my one honorable mention. So I hope you have a good day. Abby hopes you have a good day, and I'll see you next week. Bye!